But mere touching does not require bathing. I repeat, mere touching without entering does not require bathing. But when entering takes place, then bathing is required, obligatory, even if no ejaculation took place. Number 4, the termination, the stopping of the hayd. The stopping of hayd and nifas. Nifas means blood birth. It's been narrated by Fatima bint Hubaysh that the Prophet said to her, leave the prayer with regarding to the days that used to be having this menstruation. Then after that, take a bath and pray. Okay, this is hayd, menstruation. Afterwards, we're going to talk about the fake menstruation. Okay. Also, number 5, the bathing of Friday. Some scholars, they said that it is obligatory. Okay? Based on the hadith, where the Prophet ﷺ said, غسل يوم الجمعة واجب على كل محتلم. The bathing of Friday is obligatory on every muhtalim. Muhtalim, it may give two meanings. Muhtalim means the one who he had reached the age of maturity. Okay, what is the definition of this? Either a person can see wet dreams, or if he did not see wet dreams yet, a pubic hair. If not, then the last definition will be reaching the age of 15. These are the 3 definitions for the person to be considered that he is already adult. So this is the first meaning, that he is adult. Muhtalim means adult. In other words, he is able to see wet dreams. But also the word muhtalim, also it means a person who is mature already. Okay? The one who saw wet dreams. The first meaning, the one who is able, that means he's adult. The second meaning is someone who saw wet dreams. Now there is here ambiguity, which caused scholars to disagree about it. Is the bathing on Friday is obligatory on every adult person or not? We have here some practicings and understandings of the companions which may solve the problem. Some other scholars believe this to be taking a bath on Friday, that it is advisable, preferable, but it's not obligatory. Based on what Bukhari had narrated, that while Umar was standing giving his khutbah, Friday khutbah, so as people are sitting attending, that then Uthman entered the mosque. Then Umar said to him, what hour is this? Then Uthman said, I was busy serving my family in the house. Then I found out that the time is running out. So I did not do anything more than taking ablution, wudu. Then Umar said to him, and wudu also. And you knew that the Prophet ﷺ used to be ordering the person to take a bath? Well, now we say, if it means that it is obligatory, okay, then Umar would be saying to him, go and take a bath and come back. But he didn't. Okay? So which means that the Prophet was assuring on the person to take a bath. Why is this? The Prophet ﷺ said, As-salawatul khams, the 5 prayers. Wa Ramadan wa ila Ramadan, and Ramadan to the next Ramadan, and between the two Ramadans in the year. Okay? والحج إلى الحج كفارات لما بينهما. Also al-Umrah ila al-Umrah. And the Umrah to another Umrah. That means if you made Umrah and you made another Umrah, those two, what happened between those two Umrah, or between the two prayers, or between the two Ramadans, okay, these will be causing expiation of the sins, unless the sins are major. Because major sin, that means it requires tawbah. Okay? So therefore, oh, I'm sorry, I remembered. And he said, Al-Jumu'ah ila al-Jumu'ah, Friday to another Friday, are causes of expiations of the sins. So when you take a bath from Friday to Friday, hoping that this bathing also will be a washing from rinsing from the sins. Okay? Okay. Now there is another hadith which also helps the person to believe that the Prophet did not mean that it is obligatory on the person to take a bath on Friday. The Prophet left it ambiguous. Don't think that the Prophet did not mean anything with it. The Prophet wanted you to make sure that you take bathing, even if it may cause you to believe that it's obligatory. He wants to make sure that you'll be taking that bathing in order to make sure that you'll be forgiven. I love that. But there's another hadith where the Prophet ﷺ said, Man tawadda'a fabiha wa ni'mat. Whoever performed wudu for Friday, it's good enough. وَمَنْ اغْتَسَلَ فَالْغُسْلُ أَفْضَلُ. And whoever took a bath, then bathing is better. Bathing is better. So some scholars said that this should be sufficient, that the Prophet preferred, not made it obligatory. The Prophet preferred bathing over wudu. Okay? And he said at the beginning of this hadith, it is good enough if you take only wudu. This hadith, narrated by Ahmad and at-Tirmidhi, and it is authentic. Number 6, if the Muslim died, then it becomes obligatory to wash him, to rinse him. Okay? By the consensus of all scholars, the agreement. But except the matter of shaheed, martyr, he should not be given bathing. Something that we're going to be detailing afterwards, inshallah. Number 7, the disbeliever, if he became Muslim, if he converted to Islam, he must take a bath. And the evidence of that is narrated by Al-Qais ibn Asim. Qais ibn Asim, he said, I came to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I wanted to declare my shahada, my testimony. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Then he ordered me to take a bath. Okay, to bathe myself with water and sidr. Sidr, as they call it in English, Ziziphus spina Christi. Okay, which is well known. It's perfumed kind of leaf. And also it had been authentically proven that Thumama ibn Athal, he was detained by the Prophet ﷺ, and he was roped with one of the pillars of the masjid, and the Prophet deliberately wanted him to see. And that's this beautiful hadith. He was detained, And every time the Prophet, as he passes by entering the masjid, then he says to Thumama, what do you have, Thumama? Then Thumama says, I have good. I have good. In taqtul zadam. If you kill, you'll be killing a person who has tribe, who will be retaliating for his blood. وَإِن تَعْفُوا تَعْفُوا عَنْ شَاكِرٍ. But if you forgive, pardon, you'll be pardoning someone whom you will be finding him to be grateful. وَإِن كُنْتَ تُرِيدُ مِنْ الْمَالِ فَخُذْ مِنَ الْمَالِ مَا شِئْتَ. But if you also want money, that means to redeem himself with the money. If you want money, then take from the money what you ever will, or decide, or order. The Prophet used to be repeating the same question. What do you have, Thumama? 3 days. But 3 days were very effective, and that is a good lesson for us, we Muslims. That when we are in the midst of non-Muslims, we want the Muslims to be seeing Islam through our practice. 3 days. Thumama was watching the Muslims in the masjid, how they pray, sincerity, devotion, truthfulness, trustworthiness, happiness, contact with Allah. Then the Prophet said on the 3rd day, release Thumama. Then Thumama was released. Then he said, take me to the place where I take a bath. Then he took a bath. Then he came back and he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. Oh Muhammad, you used to be the most hated person to me, but this day now, you became the most beloved person to me. You used to be the most person that I was really intending to kill, but now you are important to me than anything else. Then the Prophet said, he said to the Prophet, what do you order me to do? Then the Prophet said to him to go to his people. He said, your people had taken my, my transportation, like camel or etc. Then the Prophet ordered to be returned to him. Then Thumama went to Mecca and he performed Umrah according to the Islamic way, not the pagan way, which is filled with innovations. Then when people of Mecca recognizing him as they were recognizing him performing Umrah according to the prophetic way, they said, Sabata? You have cut yourself from the religion of your father? He said, no, I was not Sabat, but I Aslamt. I converted. Wa wallahi, and I swear by Allah, if you do something to me, he didn't say if you do something, which means, he said, wa wallahi, no seed of wheat will ever be coming to you unless Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered it to be passing or coming to you. That means you are on our way, city or country. If the Prophet said, no, don't allow it to be reaching them to Mecca, then I'm not going to allow it. 3 days he took lesson. He learned Islam while he was detained. Beautiful hadith. So what is the need of this hadith? That Thumama, he went and took a bath, and after he returned, he said, I bear witness there is no God but Allah. Now for sure, disbelievers, they did not really make it obligatory on themselves that every time they ejaculate or have wet dreams, it is obligatory on them to take a bath. So in any case, it is obligatory for them to take a bath, because a person may have ejaculated and after that he became Muslim, then he'll be taking wudu and pray. Wait a minute, if a person had wet dreams, wudu is not enough, he should be taking a bath. So in any case, it is important for the person, a new Muslim, to take a bath. We come also to the kinds of, the various kinds of preferable ghusl. First, ghusl al-ihram. Ghusl al-ihram. When you make ihram, okay? You know, for men. When they want to make ihram, they put this white shroud for Hajj. Okay, so when they stand at a place where they should not be exceeding, okay, unless they have this kind of dress. So when they have this and they want to make ihram, okay, so it is now better, not obligatory, to perform ghusl. Ibn Umar used to be doing this. Second, the bathing for entering Mecca. Also, it's been narrated that Ibn Umar used to be doing it, taking a bath, and then he entered Mecca. Okay? And it's been narrated by Nafi' that Abdullah ibn Umar used to be taking a bath for his ihram before he becomes muhrim, and for his entrance to Mecca, and when he stand at the day of Arafah, which is the 9th day of the Hijjah. For these three things, Ibn Umar used to be performing ghusl. Number 4, whoever bathed a dead body, let him take a bath. And whoever lifted the corpse up, he should be performing wudu. It's better. Sorry, I said he should. I'm afraid you may understand that it's obligatory, which is not. Narrated by also Ibn Umar, talking about himself and the companions, that we used to be bathing the dead body. Some of us used to be taking a bath for this, and some others do not take a bath. So also this is evident that it is not obligatory. Plus, to what have been narrated by Ibn Abbas, that he said, ليس عليكم في غسل ميتكم غسل إذا غسلتموه فإن ميتكم ليس بنجس فحسبكم أن تغسلوا أيديكم. There is no obligatory ghusl for you after bathing your colleague dead body. For your dead body friend, your friend's dead body, or your friend is not filthy or dirty. So it is sufficient for you that you that you wash your hands, that you rinse your hands, and that's all. Okay. And also ghusl al-Eidain, you know, before you go to the Eid Fitr or Eid al-Adha, also it is preferable that you take ghusl. There is no evidence regarding this, okay, that had been narrated to the Prophet ﷺ. No. But there are some authentic narrations by some of the companions that they used to be doing it. Number 6, taking a bath after every sexual intercourse. Okay. It is better. It had been narrated by Rafi' ibn Khadij that the Prophet ﷺ passed by all his wives, okay, taking a bath with the first wife after intercoursing with her, then he goes to the next wife, then after intercoursing with her he takes a bath, etc., etc. Okay, so the Prophet was asked, don't you make it one bathing for all after you meet with all your wives? The Prophet said, this is better and more purifying, which means it is better. Narrated by Al-Hakim, and the verdict of Al-Dhahabi on this narration, that it's authentic. Now, we come here to the matter of mustahada. Look, the word hayd means menstruation. Mustahada means what? It means the one who seemed to be having the period while she doesn't have the period. What it means? It means she can see the blood, but this is not the blood of period. It is an extra blood that occurs in some bodies of women. So in this case, is it obligatory? No. It is preferable for those women who have extreme bleeding from time to time. It's not at the time of the period in which she knows. Okay? And it's not the type of blood that she knows as well, by the smell, by the color. So it's not on the time of period. It is not the black blood, which women know that this is the real blood of women. So what does she do in this case? If she wants to perform ghusl, it is better that she does the following. Okay, she has a continuous bleeding. Then what does she do? She waits because this fake blood, okay, it does not cause her to stop praying. She can still praying. The fake blood, I'm talking about the fake blood, not the period blood. Many women do not differentiate between both, and they leave the prayer in a time, in a mode or situation where they should be knowing that this is not the period blood. This is an external fake blood. Okay, out of the time of the period, doesn't have the color, the same color of the blood, the period, the blood period. Also the matter of the smelling. Okay. So in this case, that means this is a continuous bleeding. Continuous bleeding. You should clean the place and take wudu and perform the prayer. But it's better for this case, for the woman, that they take a bath. But taking a bath for every prayer is difficult. Okay? What does she do in this case? Let's say, for example, she needs to perform dhuhr. Then she delays dhuhr until 5 minutes before Asr. She may take a bath, and after 1 minute, before 1 minute or 2 minutes before Salatul Asr, then she performs dhuhr, waiting 1 or 2 minutes until she hears the adhan, then immediately performing Asr. Now what may happen between these two times, if she was bleeding but she was covering herself well, what happens between those two prayers, okay, of bleeding, it doesn't affect. She can still pray. Likewise is the matter of what we call in Arabic salasul bawl. I want to see what is the meaning of, how can we explain the meaning of the word salas al-bawl. If you hang on a second, I think the meaning is known. Okay, the meaning is known. That means continuous, continuous bleeding. Continuous urinating. Continuous urinating. Okay, in this case, what we say, that the person should be purifying himself, okay, delaying dhuhr to asr, but before asr, not until he hears the adhan of asr. No, just right, maybe 5 minutes. He take a quick cleaning, take wudu. As we said, if he wants to take ghusl, it's up to him, but it's not required. So he purifies himself, cover himself perfectly, so nothing will be leaking out. Okay, leaking out of the clothes, I mean, or falling on the clothes by taking something like thick tissues or whatever. He put it on the place, and then he takes wudu or ghusl if he likes, then he performs dhuhr prayer, waiting 1, 2, 3 minutes until asr prayer enters. He performs asr. Okay? What we call this, it's also described as fake combining. It is not true combining. You are performing dhuhr at its ending time, and then performing asr at its beginning time. Okay? This facility is given for those who suffer this kind of problem. So no one is allowed to say, I don't pray. Why? I have continuous generating. So even if you have it, there is a solution for that Islamically. Okay? Habiba used to be having this kind of istihada, fake bleeding. She said, "Oh Prophet, I always have this continuous bleeding and I don't find it stopping. Shall I leave prayer?" He said, "No. This is a matter of vein, and veins that contain extra blood, and it's not the period. If the period came, then stop the prayer, and then after that, after it terminates, then bathe yourself and perform the prayer." Okay? But if you have this fake bleeding, then wash yourself and you can take wudu and perform the prayer. Okay. So it does not mean that it is obligatory. Okay, because when the Prophet was asked about the woman who has fake bleeding, he said, "Tatawadda'i li kulli salah," and you can take wudu for every salah. Number 8, taking a bath after falling unconscious. The Prophet at his last time, he used to be suffering this kind of unconsciousness, falling down. And every time when he wakes up, he said, "Did people pray?" They said, "No, not yet, O Rasulullah, but they're still waiting for you." 3 times it happened. And he used to be taking a bath after every falling. After every falling. This hadith is narrated by Bukhari and Muslim. It is authentic. The last one is taking a bath after burying the mushrik, the disbeliever. That means also you can bury the non-Muslim when it is needed. You can do it. It had been authentically narrated that Ali radiallahu anhu, when he buried his father is Abu Talib. His father Abu Talib used to be extremely supportive to the Messenger of Allah. But it seems to him it was a matter of tribal support, not based on faith and religion. Okay? So, he died as kafir. His son Ali, he came to the Prophet ﷺ, he said, "Inna ammaka shaykh ad-dal qad mata kafiran." He said to the Prophet, "Your old disbeliever, misguided uncle of you, O Rasulullah, okay, he had died." Then the Prophet said, "Idhab fawari." The Prophet said, "Go and bury him." And after he buried him, the Prophet said, "Take a bath." This is narrated by An-Nasa'i authentically. Now we have ended the matter of bathing, and inshallah the next episode will be about tayammum. Tayammum. That means in case there is no water and you need to perform wudu to pray, then there is something called tayammum, and that is to taking wudu but by dust. Taking wudu but by dust, and we're going to give details about that inshallah in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.